Hi, welcome back. It's Wednesday. We're getting through the week. We already got Evan in the room. I think it's Evan. Who knows? Could be somebody else. So, hello. Hope you had a good day yesterday. We're up to two people. All right. All right. We are, gee, just about to final exam. Oh, hi, Guy. I should have guessed it was you. And Michael, hello. Hello there. Up to five people. That's promising. Patricia, hello. Good. Good to see you. Hey, coming up on a holiday weekend. That's going to figure in with the question of the day. Tayun, hello. Good morning. Good morning. All right, we're almost ready to get underway. I don't know about you, but I find that as I sit at this desk, and it's become my workplace over this last couple of months, there's just more and more stuff on the desk that needs to be weeded out. But well, that's easy enough to fix. Almost 9:10. I saw a thing the other day that said that people are starting to get back problems and other sorts of physical problems from working at their home offices, which were never really meant for people, sitting there for hours and hours. Um, Luckily, other than just some very minor back pain, I haven't had any problems, so that's a blessing. All right, let's get underway. It is 9:10. It's time to start. First announcement is if you have an interest in graphic arts or professional photography, you might want to attend a career education media panel. It is tomorrow night at 6 p.m. It is a Zoom event. I will allow extra credit for it if you write a 300-word summary of the proceedings. You turn it in through Canvas, as was the case with the media panel that we had last week. Um, all the details about this panel are in the announcements on Canvas. So next up, fall priority registration has begun, and it is looking like a very, very strong increase in enrollment at the same time as it looks like uh, all the budgets for higher education, for public higher education, are going to be cut because of the downturn in the economy, because of the COVID crisis. So, what that means for you is um, more students and fewer classes. So, sign up for your classes as soon as possible. That's the best advice I have for you. All right, up next. There was an email that came around the other day. California has a program that provides financial assistance for undocumented workers who have been put out of work because of the current crisis. Apparently, the federal program has I don't know. There's holes in the social safety net. Let's put it that way. And so I put the email on Canvas announcements. So if you know somebody who is in that position, they're undocumented, they got laid off, they're financially hurting, there is a California program that could help. So look for it in Canvas announcements. Third, we are coming up to a holiday weekend. Monday is Memorial Day. So don't come to class. It is a holiday. I hope it'll be a lovely day, and I hope you'll do something special with it. Associated student elections are continuing this week. Um, I have a policy that any student who wants to campaign in my classes can. and it's a little different in a virtual environment. So what the deal was this year was any student who had online posters, videos, what have you, I would put a link to it in announcements. And if you look at announcements, there is a student candidate campaign video and virtual flyer. Now, it doesn't mean that I have endorsed or favor that candidate. It's just that candidate asked. Up next, I dropped last Friday. I dropped students who, as far as I could tell, were not participating in the class. Now, I don't think that affects anyone here. You know, I'm seeing the usual names show up in the chat box. But for those students who had lots and lots of missing assignments, and there was no evidence in Canvas that they had logged in recently, yeah, for their own good, I dropped them. If you're not able to get into Canvas and you say, uh-oh, I may have been dropped, just email me. We can always reinstate. Supplemental instruction. As I understand it, SI occurred yesterday. I don't know how good a turnout Stephanie had, but I know that she had 2 chapters to go through, advertising and public relations. We're down to only 2 more SI sessions. Next week is going to be media law. And media law is just, it's a great chapter. Okay. Then the week after that, we'll have final exam supplemental instruction. So after this, just 2 more weeks. Media law next week, and then go straight into the final exam review. That's what we have coming up in supplemental instruction. If you have not yet taken quiz 3, you should do so soon. It is open for the rest of the week, but then after that, it's kind of a hassle to reopen it for students who have missed, and so just get it done. It's open through Sunday. It's multiple choice. It's easy. It covers chapters 9, 10, and 11. Just get it done. Get it. I don't think I need to go through anything more about the field trip points. They have been posted. The students who did go to the America's Got Talent taping on March 11 got 40 points. The people who didn't go to that, they still got 30 for doing nothing. Students who were concerned that their percentage of points in the class had somehow gone down because they got 30 out of 40, it doesn't matter. I only grade on point totals. So the more that point total goes up, the better it is for you. All right, on to the question of the day. The question of the day is a recognition that we're coming up to a holiday weekend. And, usually I have plans for Memorial Day weekend, but not this year. So here's your question of the day. And then while you're thinking of answers, I'll tell you about how things have changed for me. What plans do you have for Memorial Day weekend, and how will it be different from a normal year? What plans do you have for Memorial Day weekend, and how will it be different from a normal year? I can tell you that for the last 30 years on Memorial Day, I've gone to Paso Robles in Central California for a thing called the Great Western Bicycle Rally. They changed the name about 2 years ago, but us, veterans, we continue to refer to it as the Great Western Bike Rally. Okay, and it's lovely. Rolling hills. It's May, so it's warm and sunny, but not brutally hot yet. And you see friends from your bike club and all that. And we have friends from Northern California who, for the last 8 years or so, we've caught up with at the rally. And it's canceled this year. And I called up the hotel that we usually stay at, and they said, oh, we have a few Caltrans work crews who stay during the week, but on the weekends there's like nobody here. So it's a sad year for them. This year, we'll keep it closer to home. We'll still ride bikes, but it'll be closer to home. Okay, so what plans do you have for Memorial Day weekend, and how is it different from a normal year? Guy is camping. Oh, California City. That's right. That's right. You mentioned that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Patricia, international student. The holiday is kind of new for me. So, Patricia, you don't have any ingrained patterns. I got to say, Patricia, though, the world is more open than it was a couple of weeks ago. At least you got, hiking trails and, outdoor stuff. Parks, kind of open. Sophia, nothing really. We hike or go on to your grandparents. Yeah, Sophia, boy, those older relatives, and I'm sure you've thought of this. They really, really want to see you, right? Because everybody likes social interaction. I think maybe especially older folks who are sometimes a little isolated. But on the other hand, they're more vulnerable. I know the science is indicating that outdoor get-togethers, where first you have the ventilation of being outdoors, and then secondly, people are able to distance. If you really think it out, that can be a fairly safe activity. But then again, I'm not an expert, but that's what I do. Tayun, watch Netflix and have dinner with your family. Your usual Memorial Day is bringing family over and having a barbecue. Yeah, isn't that a great summer, getting towards summer sort of thing? Yeah, we have a little portable barbecue, and on a nice warm evening like we're going to have over the next weekend, I'm sure we'll barbecue at least once, but it's not going to be for a group. Guy, yeah, you usually barbecue too, huh, Guy? Okay, yeah. Guy, when you go camping, is it car camping, or do you backpack somewhere and you have a ultra lightweight tent? And while I'm waiting for that answer, anyone else want to weigh in on what they would normally be doing on Memorial Day weekend, and instead what they're doing this year? As the answers come in, I will tell you a little more about what we're doing today. Today's media note is about privacy laws in Europe. And in the European Union, the EU as it's called, I guess they take privacy a little more seriously than we do in the US. And there's a new law in the European Union countries that it's an interesting law. And if we were in class, I'd be very interested in hearing what you think of it. So listen to that media note. Privacy in public in Europe. I think that's what I called it. And then do the media note quiz. Oh, Guy has come in with his answer. Oh, you have a family RV. Oh, wow. So you have a RV that does kind of like off-road or semi-off-road type stuff. You can do like dirt truck roads or something and really, really get out there, huh? Wow. Okay, so you do the media note quiz, and then you're going to finish up chapter 13. If you remember, you ended last time with the slide public figures and libel. So start with the slide after that, after public figures and libel. And then you're doing the last 33 minutes of the chapter. All right, guys. Any parting shots before I end the stream and head on over to Canvas Chat? What do you got? Oh, Guy, California City is more like a city that was bought and supposed to be a city and that was never finished. You know, you're right about that, Guy. I can remember 30 years ago, or maybe it was even more. California City was one of these things where you would have these cheesy ads. You buy lots at California City for some amount of money, and it was heavily hyped on like late night TV commercials. And it never really took off. I mean, it did a little bit. I mean, it does exist. But yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'm ending the live stream. See you over on Canvas Chat.